Hello students, I am coming back with taking a topic of with taking a concept of a communication skills. So in the communication skills we have discussed about of communication. So what is a meaning of communication? Communication is a way through which you can transmit your message from source to destination, the concept of a communication. So, whenever you try to discuss any kind of a communication and the types of communication, first you discussed about of communication and modes of communications and media of communication. So, the required information about media, about mode, I will deliver in the previous video. Now, in this video, I will deliver the required information about of types of communication. So, let's start types of communication. So basically, communication is basically categorized into the following categories. So the first one is a one-way communication. Means messages transfers from one end. Like as for example, radio broadcasting or a television. As a two-way communication, just like a walkie-talkie. So two-way communication involve active feedback from the receiver to the sender to ensure that the receiver has understood the message in the same sense that sender intends to convey. Clear? So in the one-way communication there is no need of a feedback, but in the two-way communication feedback takes place. So then after meaning of a verbal communication. So verbal communication involve the use of symbols that generally have universal meanings for all who are talking who are taking part in the process. So generally verbal communication is classified into the two basic categories. The first one is a oral communication and second one is a written communication. So what is the meaning of a oral communication and what is the meaning of a written communication? So the meaning of a oral communication is that channel of communication in which message is transmitted in the form of a spoken words, but there is no proof and there is no particular evidence of a oral communication. So the oral communication not consider any kind of a not consider in the important parts because of oral communication have no proof. And what is the meaning of a written communication? So written communication is that in which information is exchanged in the written or printed form. Means you pass the message in the form of a writing, because writing always have a proof. So the written communication is very important in all the particular sections because it has proof on writing. Then we have discussed about of non-verbal communication. So non-verbal communication means transmission of meaning other than oral or written words. So this transmission can be through facial expression, body posture, eye contact, and so on. So types of non-verbal communication like as facial expressions, gesture like an anger, fear, joy, frustration, and so on. Then posture. So this is a form of a non-verbal communication. Then we have discussed about of formal communication. So, the formal communication is a communication structured on the basis of hierarchy, authority, and accountability. Clear? So, the formal communication is a communication structured on the basis of hierarchy, authority, and accountability. So, the types of formal communication is basically divided into the following categories. The first one is the upward communication. So, the first one is the upward communication, means sending of messages from subordinates to superior, like as executive to senior executive to assistant manager to director to board of director and so on. And next is a downward communication. It is the flow of information from superior to subordinates in the organizational hierarchy. Then we have discussed about a horizontal communication. So the meaning of a horizontal communication means it refers to the organizational flow of messages among colleagues. No one is superior and no one is junior. Then we have discussed about of informal communication. So normally informal communication is relatively less structured. Informal communication is relatively less structured and spontaneous communication arising out of day to day routine and meetings among people. Then we have discussed about of interpersonal communication. So interpersonal communication is a communication. So interpersonal communication is a communication among two or more persons. It is an important element of the organization. Clear? Or then we have discussed about of intrapersonal. So it is internal dialogue occurring within a mind of an individual. It may be clear or confused depending upon the individual's state of mind. This is a concept of a intrapersonal communication. So I think the meaning of upward communication, messages from subordinates to top management, and downward communication from top management to the lower subordinates by the help of a suitable mediums. And horizontal communication means the communication between a same categories of a people. Means there is no superior and there is no subordinates. So the communication is take place in between of colleagues. Then the concept of a informal communication means day-to-day routine and meeting amongst the peoples. Then interpersonal and intrapersonal. So interpersonal communication means it is a communication between two or more persons. Means it is an important element of the organization. Then intrapersonal communication is a very important concept, because each and every particular people think about anything in our minds. So the thinking in your mind is the concept of a intrapersonal. But during the thinking, most of the people may be clear or may be confused. So we can say that it is an internal dialogue occurring within the mind of an individual. It may be clear or confused, which is depending on the individual's state of mind. Thank you very much. So by the help of this video, I will completed the information about of types of communication. So please Watch this video from beginning to the last and get the required information. Clear? So at last I will say that whenever you try to get the information about a communication, then first of all think about communication. Then after characteristics, categories, and barriers, and the process of communication, and the types of communication, and so on. So in these videos, I will try to complete the required information about of types of communication. So whenever you try to get the information about of type of communication, so read this video and watch this video from first to last. And I hope this video is very helpful to all of you for getting of information about of communication. And thank you very much again.